Hello viewers, welcome to my channel, and in this video we are going to discuss data science fourth internal test solution. So our first question here is based on the clustering concept, and the question is, suppose we have given following data items to cluster 2, 4, 10, 12, 3, 20, 30, 11, 25, and k is equals to 2. Using Euclidean distance computation, apply k-mean clustering and generate final cluster. So here we have given a cluster which is 2, 4, 10, 12, 3, 20, 30, 11, 25, and now we have to generate the final cluster for k is equals to 2. Here k is equals to 2 simply indicate that we will have two centroid here. So here M1 and M2 denote the centroid of cluster 1 and cluster 2, which are denoted as K1 for cluster 1 and K2 for cluster 2. Okay, so the K1 cluster will contain those number or element which are closer to that M1 midpoint, or you can call it centroid, while K2 cluster will contain those elements which are close to M2 centroid. So by this on first step, we will see that which element is close to which centroid. So we have assumed that we are taking M1 as 4 and M2 as 20. Now we are going to um, calculate and evaluate their distance from the centroid. And after doing that, we will come to the conclusion that uh, 2, 4, 3, 10, and 11 are closer to 4 than 20. Thus, they will come under K1 clustering. Similarly, 12, 20, 30, and 25, they come under or they will come under K2 clustering because they are closer to 20 which is a midpoint. So now we will find the resultant midpoints of these clusters. So for doing that, we will simply just taking their average of the number present in K1 clustering. Then we will get M1 centroid. Similarly, we will get M2 centroid by taking the average of K2 clustering. After that, we have gotten M1 as 6 and M2 as 21. Now we will again check for the cluster that uh, which number is closer to which centroid, and after that we will again come create the cluster, and or we can segregate the numbers based on their closeness. So then the resultant cluster will be 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 12, uh, and the K2 cluster will be 20, 30, and 25. Now we will again take the average of these numbers to get new centroid. So our new centroid M1 will be 7 and M2 will be 25. Now if we again going to repeat the process, similar things or what we can call that similar, yeah, these cluster will iterate or will repeat themselves. And if when this certain condition happen, then it's clear that these two centroid are the final clusters. Okay, so thus the final cluster we have, our first cluster is 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 12, and the second cluster is 20, 25, and 30. Now let's head to second question. So our second question is, generate valid association rule for input support is 30% and confidence 50%. So we have given this hmm, transactions data here, that in transaction 1 there is bread, jelly, peanut butter. In transaction 2 there is butter, peanut butter. In 3 there is bread, milk, peanut butter. In fourth transaction we have beer and bread. In fifth transaction we have beer and milk. And so yeah, we will have to generate a valid association rule for which for input support is equals 30% and confidence is 50%. So now what items we have? We have bread, jelly, peanut butter, milk, and beer. And what is their frequency in these two, in the total 5 transactions? So we have seen that bread has come 4 times, jelly have been, the frequency of jelly is 1, of peanut butter is 3, frequency of milk is 2, and of beer is 2 as well. Now we will find the support. To find the support, we will divide their frequency to the total transaction, which we have 5. So here 4 divided by 5 is 80%, and then we will do the same procedure for finding the support of other items as well. So here we have minimum support. We have minimum support of 30%, and here you can see that jelly could not satisfy this criteria, thus it is removed. Now we will have 4 items. And now what we're going to do is make 2 item candidate set and write their frequencies. So now we will going to make 2 item candidate, like here items are bread, peanut butter, bread milk, bread beer, peanut butter milk, peanut butter beer, and milk beer. So now we will simply going to check their frequency. So the frequency of bread peanut butter is 3. That means it has come 3 times in all this transaction. Here you can see that bread and peanut butter 1, bread peanut butter 2, bread peanut butter 3. So that's how we have calculated the frequency. Now we will calculate the frequency of other items as well using this procedure. And here now we will going to find the support. So since that frequency has been changed, but the total transaction are still 5. So we will simply divide all this frequency by 5, and then we will calculate their support. So since that bread and peanut butter all have all other transaction could not satisfy the minimum support. So now, since there is only one item which is peanut butter, now we will going to find the association rule for this these items. Now, for rules, we have items set as bread and peanut butter. Now we will check whether if someone is buying a bread, then he's buying a peanut butter, or if he is buying peanut butter, then he's buying the bread. For this, we will have to find the confidence for these these rules. And now for this, we will have to simply it can calculate by this formula, which says that support of A union B. Here A is that ASO is associated with B, and so here the formula is support A union B divided by support A. So you can calculate the support of A union B. A union B means that the frequency of yeah, support of A union B means bread and peanut butter. So here you can see that. So, so yeah, so the support of A union B is 3 divided by 5, and support of A, that means support of A means bread. So what was support of bread? It was 4 divided by 5. So here we will so by this formula we can calculate the confidence for bread implies peanut butter, and it is 75%. Similarly, we will find whether the confidence for peanut butter and bread, so it is 100%. So since both of these rules have a confidence more than 50%, since bread peanut butter has 75% confidence and peanut butter bread has 100% confidence, thus we can conclude that both of these associated rules are correct. So thanks for watching this video.